more dollars in this match.
Yeah, and that is still important, you know, even though you might be facing elimination, still money to win, and there's still pride on the line, these results. You know, ultimately, you can't let the last games affect you. You've just got to play in the moment. That's exactly what Sheth seems to do. Didn't let his loss to Thorzane or Tasia really have any sort of effect at all. And let's introduce our players up here in the northeast position as the Blue Protoss from Team Quantic. Give it up for SaSe. And in the southwest position, as the Red Zerg tied this one up 1-1 in game one, we've got Liquid Sheth. Now also in game number one, which was kind of unique, Sheth did open up with a gas pool build, which is somewhat, oh look, SaSe did this build in game number two. Looks like he might do the exact same thing. His pylon inside the base, not going for a fast expand quite yet. But last time he did go ahead, rally it out, threw down the pylon out here, and there it is. And then we'll eventually throw down the Nexus first, somewhat a result of making sure his opponent wasn't gonna do any sort of super early aggression. But the double pylon opening from SaSe happens yet again. And look at this, Sheth does go with a gas pool build, similar to what he did in game one.
Now you gotta keep in mind what happened in that last game with the pylon play, because almost everyone is going for pool then hatch. It's very typical to easily be able to wall off, but in this circumstance, I mean, Sheth can really force his way into the front and easily break it down. Now, at this point, SaSe is getting up to the front. He's going, wait, where's that drone that's supposed to be getting ready to do the expansion? And now he sees that, wow, yeah, it is a gas pool opening. And SaSe actually goes for the Forge first before the Nexus.
Yes, and I'm a little surprised by that. What did he see? He was so confident to go with that Nexus first last time. And this time he did decide to go ahead and throw the Forge down. And just as the Overlord spots, he'll see the Gateway fall as well. But this is exactly go back what Sheth did in game one, got the speed, took all of his drones off gas, and then eventually went down. Now, what was interesting is, as a result of that, we also saw SaSe go and cannon the third. So with the Lings out, it's unlikely that he's gonna have the chance to do just that, but he's gonna block for as long as he can.
SaSe doing a great job delaying all of those Zerglings, and if he manages to get out, he is still blocking the hatch. There, he finally manages to get the hatchery down, and at this point, SaSe is comfortably able to get up his expansion. He's been probing this entire time. Per usual, has 2 in the gas.
Yep, and over here on the other side, Gateway is going to be finishing up. Cybernetics core goes down immediately. And the Overlord still getting a good look at everything going on in here while the Zerglings march across the map, but the cannon is done. Very minimal damage could be done here. Second cannon is going to go up for SaSe regardless. As these Lings, are they going to commit to going in and try to swing all the way around or just stay right outside? Looks like they will just park themselves and wait.
It's a very cautious play by, oh, look at that nice little identification by Sheth. Realizing that this cannon whipped around to try to pick off this depot, instantly going in for a little bit of damage. SaSe's been put quite a bit behind, and in this position, I mean, SaSe's playing, again, a little bit overly cautiously. Sheth, per usual, the Overlord always takes a couple of cannon hits, but Sheth's third base is delayed by about a minute at this point.
Yeah, this natural just now coming up sent that Queen down. Is he going to be picking up any more Queens? Now just droning up and getting ready. There we see the Robo going down for SaSe. And a bit more in tune with the timings that he was going in the previous games. So he's got his Warp Gate going. And he's got Zerglings out and about checking for any sort of proxy pylon and or probe that is trying to get the proxy pylon down. But right now I'd say this is exactly where Sheth wants to be here on Daybreak.
Yeah, I mean, Sheth is getting into a very comfortable position. He lost some money by going for this early Zergling speed shenaniganry, but he is going to be able to catch up very fast just by waiting for a very long time. I mean, just letting his drone count build up, comfortably just letting his Protoss opponent do whatever tech he wants. But I'm starting to be a little concerned for Sheth as SaSe is doing the new build that is just wreaking havoc on the Korean servers. fast triple chrono boosted Immortal, and then you push with 8 gates and just basically go all in. It crushes most 3-base play quite well.
And, well, does you attack the third or you attack the natural when you do this?
You know, a lot of times you have to use the Observer and find the best possible position. Most of the time you are going to be going for that third with that all in, but wow, SaSe is playing mega passive, just going straight for the Robo facility right off the bat in the Robo Bay.
All right, well, third base is up for Sheth. Starting to get some drones up here. Going to spread that creep as well. He gets the opportunity to do so. Another gas has been taken, as well as the Evo Chamber and the Roach Warren about ready to finish up. Excuse me. There's the lair almost immediately following that. And the Observer is about to make his way over and see everything going on inside of the main base. Meanwhile, a Zergling spotting for that third as well. And SaSe just continuing to, a second Robo.
A second robotics facility. This is something that we just do not see. And of course, that's par for the course when you're casting SaSe. Always unusual mixtures. He might just go for a 3 Warp Gate, 2 Robo Facility timing push, getting out 2 Colossi, 2 to 4 Immortals, and just going for it. But right now, Sheth with this ultra-fast layer will be able to get some sort of Roach speed. Coming right up.
Yeah, he's going to start it almost immediately. +1 melee on the way as well. And as that finishes up, we'll get his Roach speed started. Second Immortal is out. He's got now the first Colossus going out. Is he going to produce out of the second Robo? He's going to go Mortal Colossus. So this is going to be a nice, shiny army. Day 9 as it's going to head over and do a maximum amount of damage. A few Lings out, the Spire going down right now as well.
I mean, that damage output might be very high, but oh, he does spot the Spire. The Observer staying still, and that might be Sheth's ticket to win.
Did he see it for sure?
I mean, he saw it, but he just saw one single little lump. Didn't know if it was an Evo Chamber Spine Crawler. It'd be very weird for it to be a Spine Crawler, but either way, SaSe just cannot possibly know what that is at this point in time. And it looks like it will be just a big, juicy timing push. And like you say, max damage output, but not a lot of anti-air units in that composition.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. And we do have some Lings coming up here. Could get a good look at exactly what he's going to be dealing with. Saw the swipe from the Colossus. And he is now supply blocked momentarily until he gets that pylon back up. And there it is. And the fourth base going down. Sheth, this is undoubtedly going to be a 2-base all in here to try to finish it off. SaSe is going to now put pylons, just sprinkle them back to his base so he can reinforce. And it looks like he will be trying to go in here through the natural. Be a long ways to swing around to the third, so we'll see what he does here.
Looks like SaSe now trying to do the big push forward. There's the pylon going down. Warp Prism now bringing another Colossi to really accelerate the pace of that push. We see more units from SaSe starting to sweep in, and Liquid Sheth not fearing a counterattack. Going to go straight for a counter of his own. We see the Mutalisks starting to increase in number. And there, oh, the Stalkers are at the front. That's the exact opposite of what SaSe wanted. He's got to morph in as many Stalkers as he can. We see the Zerglings have swung all the way around. No full counter by Liquid Sheth, just trying to pick off as many of the Stalkers as he can with these Mutalisks. The Zell's doing a great job of picking everything off. And is Sheth going to get broken at the front? It's going to be very close. But Sheth needs to pick off the Warp Prism lest he has another Warp. And can he target fire time? And he gets it!
Perfect. He absolutely needed that. And now the Mutalisks can have a heyday on these Colossus. Although 3 Immortals heading in right now, going to instantly go after that lair. And look at how much damage that they actually do. Oh no, the drones are attacking the neutral supply depot. And nothing going in here. He's got to get these Mutalisks over. There he cleans it up. The lair survives. Everything survives. And minimal losses there for Sheth.
Sheth with the extremely close kill on that Warp Prism, but the big hero were those counterattack Lings picked off the Proxy Pylon at the front, the Proxy Pylon at the bottom expansion. And once he picked off that Warp Prism, he knew that that army was the only thing he needed to deal with. And even though Sheth has been eliminated in the group stages, if he gets this win here, he will have overcome one of his biggest rivals in the ZVP matchup.
Muta's swinging around over to the north location. He's got a bunch of Zerglings there at the third. Still knows that there's no third base for the Protoss. SaSe, see Blink coming out here, and now the Muta's going to make their way in. Guarded heavily, though, by these Stalkers, and he misses that pylon, only able to get it down to just 2 remaining hit points. But that 4th base is up. Here is the Observer checking out the 3rd, and I mean, Sheth is in great shape right now. That attack from SaSe really did not do the damage it needed to do.
And right now, if you're in SaSe's position, you just essentially have to dump all your resources into Stalkers. In particular, all your gas really needs to dump into a lot of Stalkers into Blink. You don't even have your +2 weapons upgrade. It's so unclear what path you go down in SaSe's shoes. Because with all the counterattack possibilities, I mean, you don't even have to force the issue in Sheth's spot. You just wait patiently for your opponent to push out, counter, and with a wall of spines at home, you secure a win.
Yep, and I mean, right now, he's got to be so comfortable knowing that there's still not a 3rd base. Here we have Stalkers moving out, and this Link is going to quickly discover. Finally, that pylon does go down, and the Lings will see a potential attempt here at a 3rd, and yes, it is dropped by that probe. So now he will get into position, may actually choose to go in for some sort of solid engagement here. Just several Stalkers and a few Zealots in the mix here, but a solid surround there with those Lings could be good. Force out a Blink, let the Mutas clean up. Here he's going in for it.
Oh, SaSe will be unable to save this expansion unless he can get all those Blink Stalkers to the front immediately. But no, nice play by Sheth. Forces a cancel on the 3rd. Sheth looking increasingly comfortable, and with the burrow, oh, SaSe already so cramped for gas.
Yeah, I mean, having to get out another Observer. There is one on the way. He's got 2 more Colossus out as well. Now we have the Lynx moving back into position at that 3rd, but of course with the burrowed Link, he knows when it's going to be going up. The Mutalist count getting very high at this point, already up to 22 Mutas. They are sitting at an upgrade of 0-1 right now. And he's looking for that opportunity to pull that army away. Attack with the Mutalist is going to do so much damage.
Oh, this is all Sheth had to wait for. The one attempted move out by SaSe, and now SaSe is very clearly all in, bringing a bunch of probes in the mixture as well.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, more probes trying to leave. Sheth does not allow it. And now we see the good old wall of spines going up.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going to need some solid fungals and eventually bring those Lings back. There we see all the spines. In fact, even more coming in from the back. This is going to be a tough army to deal with here, but he's already pretty much eliminated SaSe. Actually, by the time he could get through, maybe those Lings could have completely eaten alive the entire Protoss base, but we'll find out as the rocks are being dropped. There's a lot of units here for SaSe.
I mean, SaSe is starting to advance forward. We see the Infestors delaying with the fungal growth, but the building count is continuing to dwindle. SaSe only has enough for this one lone pylon. He has a single building that he needs to keep alive, and we see Sheth continuing to nibble away in the main base. Only a few structures remain in the natural. A single pylon, a Blink up, completely circumventing all the spines. Could spell disaster for Sheth's main, but he only needs to kill off this one single building, and SaSe has been revealed.
Yep, and he didn't, well, Sheth decided to not go after, he's gonna go after this pylon at the back, getting a few Links. He's gonna move forward, try to go after everything. Still the one Colossus there. It will be targeted down. GG! And Sheth overcomes one of the more difficult matchups that he's had to deal with versus SaSe. And he does, unfortunately, is eliminated from the group, but he still comes out with a solid victory.
So that does mean that Sheth was eliminated from the tournament in 1-2, but it does mean that SaSe will advance as first in group number B. Letter B. Now, because we are low on time, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hop to a break immediately so that way we can come back as quickly as possible with some Group C action, so don't go anywhere. I'm Day 9.
And I'm DJ Wheat. We'll be right back with more Red Bull Battlegrounds. Don't go away.